right now on Lifestyle Magazine, diets, separating the myth from truth. And here are your hosts, Mike and Gail Tucker.
Diet, it's always a hot topic. On today's Lifestyle Magazine, Dr. Becky Wong and Dr. Anthony Cardillo will help us determine what is fact and what is myth. So welcome, doctors. We're glad to have you with us today.
Thank you.
Always good to have you. And we just want to know a little bit about this whole diet thing. You know, there are a lot of myths out there. And, you know, just as a civilian, I hear every different thing. It seems like one, you know, sometimes I'm supposed to eat carbs and sometimes I'm supposed to eat grains, and then all of a sudden all of that's bad and something else is good. How are we supposed to know what to do?
Well, we've got some stuff to show you.
What's
good and what's not so good.
And we all share your confusion also, even the physicians.
Oh, well, good.
We have a new theory coming out every 6 months, it seems like.
Even the studies change.
Even the studies change.
They'll show you, okay, people on the Atkins diet lost more weight, but then the next study says, no, we looked at it again and they really didn't do well.
Or they had a higher incidence of heart
attack.
disease.
Heart
disease.
Very confusing.
Even the nutritional information on labels and things like that. How are we supposed to know those things?
Well, the FDA is going through a restructuring process on how they're going to be doing that also. But the key really is, number one, eating a very balanced diet, okay? And that's also very confusing for
you. What does that mean, a balanced
diet, okay?
In our city, we actually started a program for the schools. It's called 5-4-3-2-1.
Okay.
5 grains, 4 vegetables, 3 servings of fruit, 2 of protein, and 1 of desserts.
1 of desserts.
Or fat.
Or fat,
I mean, so if you want to lose weight or keep trim, like we all are here, look at this. Except for the olives, the Spanish olives.
I just want to eat all of that right now.
Every bit of this is calorie-free.
Oh, really?
It's all fiber, beta-carotene. It really is. Because do you think you could eat all of those carrots?
Maybe in an ER shift, maybe.
Yeah.
Not one sitting, no. The big thing
it fills
really,
you up.
You know, balanced and also moderation. I think we are living in a society nowadays where there's no moderation in how we eat. And it's all oversized and large volume, and we'll open a bag of potato chips and you fail to realize that, oh, by the way, that half a bag was 10 servings.
Yes.
Okay? And that's another big element.
The servings don't look so bad, but
because our bodies haven't, haven't been created, that way. We've been created to sort of live in times of starvation and not have available access. And we also have been engineered to really have to work for our food, okay? We don't work for our food anymore.
No, we don't.
Okay? We just sit there and just ingest.
Although sometimes when you make it through the checkout line in a really busy, low-priced grocery store, you think you've worked for that. I've earned this.
And those are some of the real basic principles. Now, when you start getting into the technical side of diet, you look at any of the food sources that we eat, you could break it down into the substrates, the protein, the carbohydrate, the fat. Those are the main elements that we're really ingesting. And then, of course, all of the empty carbs that we eat and all of the artificial things that we eat as well on top of all of that. But the mainstay, carbohydrates, proteins, and fats.
And you don't even have to know those food groups if you think less processed. So I know you can pass this quiz, Mike.
Let's see.
Which one is better for you?
Well, which one is processed?
Oh, processed. Well, over here. Although you do have nuts in there, but still,
obviously,
that's processed.
But you have the worst kind of nuts in here. Peanuts are the worst for fat. Because if you really want to eat good nuts, they need to be tree nuts. Like almonds are one of the best. Almonds, walnuts, pecans. Macadamia nuts and peanuts are high in fat.
But again, for moderation, if you had 3 or 4 of these little pieces of candy,
you're okay.
Or if you had this whole basket of fruit, obviously a lot more sugar being ingested here. You ingest sugar, your insulin level spikes up, and then you go into growth mode. That's what insulin really does. It causes you to go into growth mode. We call it storage mode. And that's what insulin is really doing. It's telling your body, hey, I have a lot of energy source here. Let's put it to storage.
I see.
So the problem is very hard to get it back out of storage.
Are you saying it's a myth then to just go ahead and eat that whole basket of fruit, that's okay?
No, he's not saying that. He's saying, like you said, moderation. It would be very difficult. In fact, I would bet that you couldn't sit here and eat this whole basket.
I would bet you're right.
That's right.
But I bet you could in times of stress.
I'm doing pretty close to that.
To answer your question a little bit, though, one of the myths is if you take all this fruit and you concentrate it, right, and then you drink 12 or 24 ounces of a a juice, we found that childhood obesity wasn't just with the soda.
That's right.
Okay? It was also with apple juice and orange juice, drinking high quantities of it. Okay? There are a lot of healthy substitutes. We have obviously water. Which is, you know, 0 calorie. There are a lot of companies making healthy drinks. Okay, this is a resveratrol-based cardio water. It's flavored water, pomegranate and grape. You know, has a high amount of resveratrol, which is the extract from red grapes. So the point being is, if you walk into the store and you have options for beverages, okay, and you give them to your children, stay away from the sodas. Go more into the healthy beverages, or if you can, the water.
The water.
Okay? So even if you give them fruit juice all the time, now I've heard that the other problem with that is that then they don't want to eat regular food.
Right, because it fills you up. So let's say if you really want to lose weight, one of the first things I tell my patients, no juice. Only water, because juice is calorie dense.
Yeah.
In fact, this probably would be
how many
40 oranges squeezed to make this juice.
And you may drink half of that in one sitting, right?
But if you were going to just eat an orange, you would eat 1 orange.
Maybe 2.
You wouldn't. Yeah, maybe 2.
The main principle of diet, we talk about balance and whatnot, and all the myths of diet, and really what diet is about. Everything you ingest has a caloric content. Calories, energy. That's what we're eating for. We're eating to get energy.
Exactly.
Okay?
We forget that.
We forget that, right? And you know, every night we sleep and we stop eating for the 6 or 8 or 10 hours that we're sleeping.
Right.
You wake up and you have breakfast, right? You're breaking the fast. That's what breakfast is, right? Because you're fasting the whole night. What you do from that morning until the nighttime really is going to determine, you know, your physique, your health, and the amount of weight that you put on. Because some people will have small meals spaced out throughout the day. Others will have constant grazing activity. Even if you're grazing on,
I've been in that mode.
You know, fruits and vegetables all day, if your caloric intake is elevated the whole day, you're never really going to lose weight, right? It's maybe a little bit healthier, but the key really is how many calories are you ingesting in a given day? Some of us can go through 4,000 or 5,000 calories. You stop off at the fast food place, you have a little egg McMuffin in the morning, some hash browns, and then a sandwich in the afternoon with a shake and some French fries and maybe some chips. And then nighttime, you're having a big thing of potatoes and, you know, all the unhealthy things. Even if you have your little fish on top of it, it's not doing you much good if you have 5,000 calories.
Quantity. We're so used to, like you said, supersizing.
Supersize,
That's a problem of our society. But the big thing is really limiting. And there's a lot of good studies now showing that caloric restriction, 2,000 calories and below.
That's what I was going to ask you.
Lengthens your life.
Lengthens your life, okay. All right, so we're talking moderation and we're talking balance.
Less processed.
Okay, less processed.
And low calorie.
All right, on that note, we're going to end this segment, but we will be back with more right after this.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
My joints ache so bad, I wake up in pain every day. I want to know why.
I want to know why my hair is falling out. How did this happen?
How did this happen? A little pain in my knee. That's how it started.
That's how it started. This rash on my face, now it's like my body is attacking me. I want answers.
When you don't have the right answers, it may be time to ask your doctor the right question.
Could I have lupus?
The truth is in here. DiscoverOnline.org. The truth is in here. DiscoverOnline.org.
Some secrets are meant to be kept. Some are meant to be shared. But the secrets that matter most are the secrets of the kingdom. Secrets of the Kingdom will take your children on an audio quest they will want to experience again and again. Your children will follow their guide Silversong as he takes them on a journey to a most special place called the Kingdom, to meet someone who loves them very much. This wholesome story of faith, prayer, hope, and love is dramatically created with narration, dialogue, sound effects, and songs. Secrets of the Kingdom is available on CD or cassette for $9.95 plus shipping. Just call our toll-free number, 888-940-0062. That's 888-940-0062. And ask for Secrets of the Kingdom on CD or cassette. Secrets of the Kingdom. Let the adventure begin today.
We're talking about diet today, and right now I want the magic pill that will take away all that weight that I've gained since I was 30. So what is that magic pill?
Well, here it is, Mike.
Is that will do it?
Lose 20 pounds.
No, that's what it says. That's what the label says.
Over a period of time with diet and exercise plan.
There's no
That's
magic
in small
pill.
print.
No magic pill.
That's probably the biggest myth when it comes to dieting.
See, this is so disappointing.
There's no one thing you have to do in order to control your weight, or if you have to lose weight.
Okay.
If you've been very unfortunate and you've lived a life of excess and you have too much weight and you want to lose it, there's no one way to lose that weight.
Not even weight loss surgery.
Is that right?
Really?
Yeah,
I thought that should do it, right? According to
it'll come right back if you don't modify your lifestyle.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a combination of things. If you look at, if you really tease it apart, what exactly is weight, right? It's a combination of what is your caloric intake every day? What is your expenditure, energy-wise, every single day? So balancing that, how much calories or how much energy is coming into the system, and how much is going out by exercising or just living your daily life. If that's not balanced properly, you will gain weight. That's what our bodies do. We're geared to do that.
And Anthony, it's not just the calories, it's the kind of calories. So I'm going to tell you about an experiment now that I heard about from Dr. David Kessler, who's written this new book, The End of Overeating. What do you think rats were most likely to get addicted to? Was it fat, sugar, or flavor?
Huh.
You want to guess first, Gail?
Well, in a way, I'd say sugar, but kind of for me, it's because it's the flavor of the sugar. So
okay,
I don't know.
But you're saying sugar.
Probably, yeah.
Well, since fat is in a lot of the Mexican food I eat, I'm going with fat.
Okay. What do you think?
I would say the sugar.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it right, and you should, because you're a doctor. These rats were
crave sugar
128 times likely to keep pushing the button if the food ingredient had sugar. The next closest was fat, and flavor had
nothing to do with it.
We found that sugar does release a lot of neurotransmitters in the brain, and it's a big problem.
But flavor doesn't taste without sugar or fat.
That's true.
Yeah.
It all depends on how we get that sugar, and again, moderation. We have fructose, high fructose corn syrup, for example. We have cane sugar, that can be broken down to glucose. Our bodies crave stevia, which is another plant extract, a different type of sugar. Our bodies, the goal of our body is to find glucose. Every cell in our body, the brain, every cell in the body relies on glucose because that molecule of glucose gives us energy. It's called ATP. So we will take everything, fats, even proteins. There are several amino acids that make up proteins that are called gluconeogenic, meaning you can actually make glucose from converting that protein. So our body is a beautiful machine trying to find glucose. Once we find enough glucose, right, to meet our energy demands, it then is a beautiful machine to convert it all back into storage.
And fruit has natural sugar, which is good for us. But my biggest anger is about the food industry, because it's the high fructose corn syrup has been the culprit of so much of our childhood obesity. So let's take these sodas here. Do you know what the first ingredient in both of these is?
What?
Carbonated water.
Okay.
So it's water, and the very second one is high fructose corn syrup. And we know that it's
sugar water.
Very addicting. It's sugar water. It's sugar. It's water with sugar and chemicals. Even good old ketchup.
Oh, and I love ketchup.
Yeah, I do too. And this bothers me because I love Heinz, especially. High fructose corn syrup is the third ingredient, and right under that is corn syrup. But the high fructose,
and you don't think about that.
No. As a nation, we are addicted to sugar. Okay,
that's true.
And when you're trying to diet, it's a combination. It's not just about losing weight. It's about living a healthy life. So it's not
about training your taste buds.
Your palate. Exactly. Kids say their palates, they won't drink anything other than soda. But really, it's more than just losing weight. It's about having a healthy life. Okay, you can exercise. Okay, which helps with your physique, your muscle mass. Okay, your mobility, your joints. But exercise alone, unless you're out there running marathons, will never cause you to lose a tremendous amount of weight.
I can testify to that. After years of inactivity, we finally joined a health club. I was exercising regularly, did not lose an ounce. I mean, my body looked different, but I did not lose anything.
But it's genetics too. So
I was going to ask that. If we're obese,
there's a component of genetics as well.
And a big quite a bit.
Yeah, quite a bit.
25%.
And the debate is still out. People that are extremely obese, there's some literature to suggest that actually there's a hormonal dysregulatory process process going on in the brain, and also in the adipose cells themselves. They're growing and dividing at a rapid rate, and even with a little bit of ingestion, they gain a lot.